Hey guys, it's your girl Vanessa. Welcome back to my channel and thank you guys all so much for tuning in again. So today's reading is going to be all about you and the information that I can provide you with in order to make positive life changes. So this is information that you might not have known until this point, or that you did know but you never really implemented change, or you just needed to hear that extra bit of encouragement in order to make necessary life changes. I have 4 groups prepared for you and I would like you to pick one of the 4 groups intuitively. Just listen to your intuition and go with that first gut feeling that you get. Also, if you feel drawn to 2 groups, then feel free to tune into 2 readings. The timestamps will be down below in the description box, as well as tons of other little goodies. And if you are in fact new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe. And also, if you liked this video and found it helpful or insightful, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. So regarding the groups, we have group number 1, group number 2, we have group number 3, and lastly, group number 4. If you need a minute just to meditate on the cards, feel free to do that right now by pausing the video right here. Otherwise, I will get straight into the readings with group number 1. Okay, group number 1, let's get straight into your reading. You have the richness within, born with a gift, the carnelian, the rose quartz, as well as the obsidian. So one thing that I see instantly is that you are different. You are born with a gift. You're somebody who has a special ability that not many people have. So maybe you're very good at something, maybe you're very talented, very gifted. And one thing that I also see is that this reading has to do with that gift of yours. This reading has to do with what it is that you're truly amazing at, that you're truly better at than the average person. So there is a reason why you clicked into this reading. There is a reason why the universe feels like this information will change your life. And I'm here to encourage you to get back to the roots of your highest being, to get back to the roots of who you truly are and what truly sparks joy in you. Because the things that you're good at, the gifts that you have, are meant to be. They're most likely things that you enjoy doing. And in the richness within, I can see that you sort of have not been giving your gifts the time of the day. You haven't been giving your gifts the attention that they deserve. You haven't been incorporating them in your life as much as you should. And in the carnelian, I can see that one of the reasons why you may not be properly incorporating your life's gifts, the gifts that have been given to you specifically, is maybe just lack of confidence. Maybe you constantly compare your gift to someone else's gift and you feel like you're just not as good, or you're just not as talented, or maybe you feel like there's so many people in the field of where you would love to break through because it is a gift that is given to you, because it's something that you're truly good at, but you just don't believe in yourself, or you just don't think that there is a market there for you specifically. And with the carnelian, I want you to know that you have to sort of leave that mindset in the past. You have to make sure that you do not sort of poison yourself with those toxic thoughts. And moving on to the rose quartz, it's very clear that the universe wants you to do everything with love. And that also has to do with yourself and how you speak to yourself about your gifts and your abilities. So maybe you haven't been really encouraging yourself the way you need to encourage yourself. Maybe you haven't really been talking to yourself as kindly as you should. So what I see in the obsidian is that you deserve protection, and your gift deserves protection, and it deserves protection from you sort of mentally demeaning it, from you mentally making it smaller than what it is. Because I can see that what it is that you're really good at is something that you should embrace, is something that you should incorporate in your life's purpose and in your day-to-day life, because there's a reason why you are really good at this particular thing and not someone else. And the universe wants you to bring this gift to the world. The universe wants you to embrace it, as well as have the confidence to, push forward, as well as have the confidence to show everyone your gift. So one thing that I see for you is that you definitely need to act out of, love being the motivation more than anything. So I want you to look at your actions. I want you to think with each action, whether it's a text that you're sending, whether it's a meal that you're preparing, or whether it's an outfit that you're choosing in the morning. I want you to think to yourself with each decision, am I doing this decision out of love? Am I typing this with love? Am I choosing this outfit with the intention of love and giving myself self-confidence for the day. That is what I see as the very important first step in order for you to embrace your richness within and the gift that has been given to you, as I feel like it is not yet a part of your life path. It is not yet as important as it is supposed to be in your life, but you need to make it important. You need to make it a bigger part of your life. So yeah, group number 1, that is the reading that I got for you. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it insightful, and I will see you in my next reading. Okay, group number 2, let's see what sort of information needs to be revealed to you right now. So we have to dance with joy, the sentinel, the citrine, the apophyllite, as well as the hematite. What I see you needing to know is in the sentinel that you are the kind of person, well, you already know this, but you are the kind of person who has this strong sense of sort of pre-planning things, because you can sense when something bad is going to happen. You can sense when you have to take action in order to avoid something big crumbling, in order to avoid pain, suffering, sort of discomfort, something going wrong. You're the kind of person who already knows sort of when to get ready when things are about to get shaky. And a lot of people may mistake that sometimes for negativity, because you're trying to pre-plan and because you're sort of putting fun to the side, or saying you want to focus on pre-planning and you want to focus on trying to, avoid anything negative happening. And that is exactly where you get misunderstood. You are the kind of person who is trying to pre-plan in order to avoid something bad happening. You're not pre-planning because it's fun. You're not pre-planning because you're focusing on negativity. You're pre-planning in order to avoid negativity. And that is something special that not everybody has. That is something that not everyone does and not everyone thinks of. So I want you to see this as a sort of opportunity to help other people, and as an opportunity to learn how to communicate this gift that you have, to communicate this sense in you in a way that people understand, in a way that people see like, okay, she or he is just trying to help out, just trying to, look out for everybody. So I want you not to think that, just because people are telling you over and over again not to focus on the negative, I don't want you to sort of get rid of that trait. I want you to learn how to use the trait in a way that other people understand the way you are. And it can be very difficult when you feel misunderstood, or when you feel like people don't really get what you mean. But it is possible to convert sort of your thinking into a way that people understand. Next on, I see that it is still important for you to let loose a little more in order for you to have that energy to communicate with people what you truly mean. It's important for you to dance with joy. It's important for you to enjoy the good things that are in your life, to enjoy all of the abundance that is in your life. And in the citrine, I can see that you have heaps of creativity that is stashed somewhere way back in your brain, that is stashed in the part of your brain that you may not use as often as would be beneficial for you. So it would definitely be great for you to be a lot more creative and to be a lot more abundant with your creativity. So next time you're doing something creative, like drawing, like creating something, I want you to think past the boundaries that you've set for yourself. I want you to think past those like imaginary sort of boundaries, the imaginary walls that you set as to how far your creativity can go. Because sort of working outside of the area that you know and outside of your comfort zone is going to truly, birth new ideas that are going to help further your career, that are going to help further you as a person. Then in the apophyllite, I can tell that connecting is something that you need to focus on. So I definitely want you to focus on connecting with other human beings. I want you to focus on connecting with yourself, with your highest good, and just connecting with the spiritual realm as a whole. So definitely start to focus on how you can connect on a spiritual level. Try meditation, try listening to spa music and just chilling out. Definitely try connecting with crystals, using crystals around your house in order to channel positive energy, and also, focus on mental health and mental strength. because in the hematite, I can see that what you truly need in your life, what you truly need in order to be able to express yourself in a way that people understand you and see the value in what it is that you have to offer, is the mental strength to overcome any sort of difficulties without lashing out or without sort of jumping to the conclusions that people are not going to get you anyways. So mental strength is something that I see as, you know, an imperative thing for you to work on, as something that will truly, truly change your life if you work on the fact that you need to strengthen yourself mentally. You need to toughen up, and you need to not let anything get to you too easily. So maybe you take things personal really quickly. Maybe you take things in a way that you get hurt a lot easier than you should or than you wish you would. And now is the time to toughen up. Now is the time to connect with people. And each time you speak to someone, each time you have an interaction with another human being, make sure that you're focusing on, you know, your body language. Make sure that you're focusing on your thought process and how you sort of receive comments from other people. So yeah, group number 2, that is the reading that I received for you. I hope you enjoyed it and found it insightful, and I will see you in my next video. So we have a time to walk alone, a place to withdraw to, the pipestone, the zincite, as well as the peridot. So what I instinctively see is that you need a place to properly withdraw to. So something that you've been needing for a long time, and maybe you've known this all along, you know, maybe this is no news to you, is the fact that you just need a place to withdraw to. You need a place where you can feel whole, where you can feel safe, where you can feel like you're in your element and like you can just be yourself. And of course you can have that with family, you can have that in a relationship, but it's always different when you have a space to yourself. It's always different when you feel like there's nothing you can do or say that would offend anyone or disturb anyone, and you know, you can just be yourself. So something that I feel like you truly, you know, need to hear is the fact that you haven't been yourself 100%. You haven't been able to embrace yourself at your core the way you should in order to just be healthy and happy. And it may have to do with the fact that, you know, you just truly need some space to yourself. You need some space to just be yourself. So I want you to definitely work on creating time just for yourself alone, creating time away from the world, and just creating time in order for you to also, you know, have deep thoughts and be able to work on yourself. And in a time to walk alone, I definitely see that, you know, the universe is urging you to take time to do things on your own. Go grocery shopping on your own, build your own business on your own, do your laundry on your own, go to dinner on your own, whatever it is. Focus on taking time to walk alone and to strengthen your confidence in being by yourself. A lot of us are not that confident as soon as we're alone. A lot of us sort of need, you know, a bit of a backbone sometimes. Of course, not all of us are like that, but many of us are a bit uncomfortable as soon as we're alone. And it's important for you to know that you can practice being more confident by yourself. You can practice building that sort of resistance and resilience to the outside world. So that is something that you must focus on, and that is something that will truly change your life once you've sort of learned how to master that. Then in the pipestone, I can see that there is ancestral energy sort of coming through your life, and it could be negative, it could be positive. Either way, I can see that maybe you're thinking of, you know, somebody who has passed, someone who you may have been close to, or, you know, just basically their death kind of shook you up. I see their energy going through your world, coming in and out of your energetic sort of space. And I want you to know that sometimes it's important to connect with the past. Sometimes it's important to connect with the spirits of those who have passed, to connect with, you know, the fact that just thinking about those people's lives, thinking about all the chapters that there are in an entire life, and just basically how different human beings may have touched your life. So they don't necessarily need to be deceased, but I definitely see, you know, things that have happened in your ancestral history sort of resurfacing. In the zincite, I can tell that your physical body is urging you to take better care of it. Your physical body is urging you to do something about a situation before it gets out of hand. I'm not necessarily just talking about eating unhealthily, but if you are eating that bag of chips while watching my reading, put it down, put it away. I see you, okay? Really seriously now. Sometimes there are underlying issues that we could have figured out if we just had listened to our body more. And the universe definitely wants you to focus on listening to your body, as well as urging you to maybe just get things checked out. So maybe just go get a blood test at your doctor's, maybe just go, get a vitamin test. Just make sure that everything is sort of in alignment and where it needs to be, because when things are off for a very long time, it can mess with the chemistry in our brain, it can mess with how our body functions, and that can then turn into a bigger issue. So if you know that you're not exercising or you're eating unhealthily, you're smoking, you're drinking excessively, then you already know where you need to cut down. But if you just sort of feel off and you feel like, something may be wrong, I see that it is important for you to get it checked out just to be safe. And in the Peridot, I can tell that learning is something that you have to continuously do. You need to learn more about yourself. It is important for you to use the space to withdraw to in order to learn more about yourself, and in order to really figure out how it is that you can truly connect with yourself, and how you can truly sort of fetch that self-confidence back, and make sure that you keep building confidence and you keep building health, because health is something that you can gain, you can regain. So even if you were very unhealthy at one point, the body has the ability to repair itself. And once you really inform yourself, once you really learn about those processes, it's going to be a lot easier to know what you're doing. So look into nutrition, look into health, look into the changes that you can make in order to repair yourself physically as well as emotionally. So group number 3, that is a reading that I received for you. I hope you found it insightful and helpful, and I will see you in my next reading. All right, group number 4, let's see what's in the cards for you. So we have hope, leave behind what is no longer you, the garnet, the bloodstone, as well as the cinnabar. So one thing that I see that is truly important for you and that will truly change your life is leaving what doesn't serve you behind, leaving behind what isn't you anymore. So this can be in various forms. This can be emotionally, this can also be physically. If wherever you are right now, if you look around you, even if it's the clothes that you're wearing, if you feel like it doesn't resonate with you at your core, with you at your, truest self, if you feel like it is who you used to be, but it doesn't resonate with the current you anymore, it is time to get rid of all of that energy that is just not you. It is time to get rid of all of those vibrations that are vibrating on a frequency that maybe was you a long time ago, but isn't you right now. And it's why it's so important to do that is because in order to grow and in order to move forward, you have to let go of the past. You have to let go of who you used to be, because growth entails, you changing. It entails you leaving parts of you behind that no longer serve you and that are no longer part of your journey and your growth. And that can be a very scary thing to do. It can be very intimidating to leave what you knew behind, because obviously, anything that is new is unknown, which equals fear for many people. For most of us, that is just a natural instinct. People fear what they don't know, but you have to commit. The garnet is here to tell you that you have to commit to doing this. It is, the garnet is connected to the heart chakra, to the heart and sacral chakras. And it's important for you to know that this change is something that you have to do from a place that is your heart. You have to do from you just wanting to grow, from you wanting to let bygones be bygones, and from you being okay with just completely changing, which is fine. You're not a hypocrite. You're not all of a sudden a different person. You're just growing, and growth means change. And I want you to know that if you find it very difficult to let go of old things, be it material, be it just, feelings, or sort of just how you view yourself, there is hope, okay? There is definitely hope here as you are able to move forward and you are supported by the universe, as well as, you know, a community that understands you. For instance, just here on YouTube, there is just such an amazing community when it comes to the spiritual realms. So make sure that you fill up on all the positive energy. Make sure that you keep watching, you know, videos that inspire you, videos that, you know, lift you up. And if you have people in your life that give you hope to sort of be able to make changes for the better, if you have people who understand what you're trying to go through, I want you to confide in them, and I want you to not feel like you're pestering them with talking about this over and over again. It is a big thing in your life, and the people who love and support you are going to understand that you want to talk about this topic maybe more than once, just because, you know, it is a big transition for you, and they will support you and they will help you push through in order for you to be able to leave behind what no longer serves you, as they will see the value in you growing, and they will see the value in you bettering yourself, and, you know, the value that it has for you as a person, as well as the relationship that you have with them. So if you feel like people don't completely understand what you're going through, I want you not to give up. I want you to keep, you know, the hope alive. I want you to keep believing that there will be a way how you can explain to them that they will understand. So never give up on your hope to sort of make other people understand, to have other people support you. Then in the bloodstone, I can see that one thing that you need to do is sort of detoxify. One thing that you need to do is get rid of all of the poisonous negative energy in your life. So if there are a lot of naysayers who feel like you need to stay in your place, you need to stay in your lane, whatever lane they think that you're supposed to stay in, it's important for you to let go of those, as I see that business can only truly flow if you've let go of all of the toxic people. So the cinnabar is here to tell me that business is something that will be greatly affected by you sort of changing, by you letting go of anything that doesn't serve you, as you will be able to make those cuts when it comes to your financial situation and when it comes to, you know, your work situation. So definitely make sure that you purge anybody who doesn't believe in you making these changes, because this might entail you sort of changing your job, or, you know, starting up your own business, whatever it is. You don't need naysayers here. You need to remove all of that toxic energy, as the bloodstone suggests, in order to be able to let your business flourish. So yeah, group number 4, that is the reading that I get for you. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it insightful, and I will see you in my next reading.